Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, August 15th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I pay my attention to the messages of love. So, we have made it through the peak of Mars and Jupiter conjunct. Round of applause, round of applause. Now we're on to the next. And today has a lot going on. And what we also have going on is kind of where we're moving to with this Mars-Jupiter. So Mars-Jupiter are now moving into squares with Saturn. And today, Mars is going to square Saturn. This is an interesting energy. It feels like that. Thank you, Luce. On Monday, is it Monday? Is it Monday? Let's see. Monday or Tuesday? Monday is when it'll be. Is when Jupiter is going to be squaring Saturn. These are interesting energies. So Mars and Jupiter, beyond feeling intensity and aggro, they want to get a move on. They're like, come on, let's go. Need an adventure, stimulation, etc. And Saturn's like, halt. Not so fast. And it's in the top of the cards. We have the Fool card. It is in reverse. It wants to move. And Saturn in Pisces is like, you got some transformation work to do before Fool's Russian, right? That's the phrasing, Fool's Russian. Now there's a lot of other stuff going on today. We have the Neptune part of this Mercury yod finally happening, reminding us to carry love with us as we face whatever challenges are going through. And we have the sun connecting to Chiron, doing a little healing work today. So there's definitely some layers of things that we're working on today. We also have the moon shifting into Capricorn as well. So let's kind of go through the day as it happens. We start with the moon in Sagittarius, squaring Neptune, a trine with Mercury. It's funny, that's happening like pretty much simultaneously. And I think this is bringing to life some of this Mars-Saturn energy. Because as the moon in Sagittarius connects to Neptune, it's a square. And that's the thing. I feel like all the mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, those first three, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, feel like they know so much. But like Pisces is the all. Pisces is the everything. And it connects to all the layers plus the esoteric. And I think sometimes the other mutable signs do not want to be informed that there's so much more that they don't. Like, I feel like we all feel this way. We want to feel like we know what we know, and that feels assured, and we know what we're doing, and we're in charge, and we're adults, and we've got it figured out. And the universe is like, you know this much consciously. And the world is like, this much. To scale. We're talking on infinite level scale, so take it with a grain of salt. You know a lot. But there's a lot more, right, going on. So we wake up kind of feeling that challenge. And I think the thing is like keep moving forward in alignment with your values, in alignment with what's true for you, in alignment with love, and recognize there's so much more that we're all going to learn and continue to learn. If you can keep your mind open to that, I think it solves a lot of problems. Because that leads to, surrender to the universe, and working with the universe instead of being like, no universe. I know what's best. I know what's going on. Who hasn't done that a time or two, right? We also have, like I said, Mercury connecting to the moon as well. That's a nice little trine. And so Mercury at 29 Leo, where that yod is pointing, the big pink, I need a neon pink finger to go meh, meh, meh. Like that's what the yod is. And it's reminding us, look for the love. Let the steps of love be what journeys you forward. Do I have that? I'm like, do I have that card in here? I don't have a card where somebody's stepping from, heart to heart to heart. But that's kind of how we're being pulled. Can you be pulled by love, by heart? Now, Virgo reminds us, like, please do check in with all the parts, right? The participation card, body, mind, spirit, soul, and heart. Yes, those other parts are important too, right? But listen for the messages of heart to help you in this stop in the name of love. We've got to transform some stuff. Energy. Sun and Chiron then meet at 10:12 a.m. Pacific time. This is a trine. This is nice. This can help you, like, in feeling yourself, right? Leo, Sun in Leo, Chiron in Aries is like, I'm beautiful. This is beautiful. I'm lovely. This is lovely. I am love. Let me expand my love. Let my love help heal myself. Let my love help heal others. It's a nice little supportive trine in the midst of everything else going on. So again, keep connecting to that love vibe to help support you in and through these other eye in the needle energies. Mercury in conjunct Neptune can be confusing. Again, I'm getting all these like songs from like the 60s, 70s. Turn on your heart light. I have been listening to that kind of music today, so excuse me. Excuse me. Turn on your heart light, okay, in this energy to help you see through the confusion. This energy, Mercury in conjunct Neptune, it can be confusing. How about this Mercury retrograde energy with these shifts? I watched several people trying to launch things, which makes sense with the Mars-Jupiter energy, but in the midst of a Mercury retrograde, it comes with challenges, and that's okay. Life goes on, right? Sometimes we gotta move through the mountains, but today has some of this fogginess, so turn on your heart light. Moon into Capricorn brings us a little bit pragmatic and practical energy. One of the mottos of Capricorn is I decide, and so you may find yourself feeling decisive. Yes, I'm gonna move in that direction. And then you bump into the wall because we have that Mars-Saturn square. These cards, I feel like, just tell it so much better than I can. Mars always wants to move. Gemini, if you know a Gemini, often Geminis don't stop moving. They're very busy. And so Mars and Gemini, it wants to move. And yet this square with Saturn, Saturn's like, you can't avoid the stuff you have to face. And that's kind of the big message that I kept coming to with this Mars-Saturn energy. You know, we as humans, we like to take one go at something, be like, okay, I've healed it, we're done. And then it comes back around. And then it comes back around. And then it comes back around. Because there's so many layers of everything. And that's part of Saturn and Pisces, is moving through and healing the layers of all this. So instead of being frustrated by feeling like you're stuck, by feeling like it's not going fast enough, what do you need to address? What needs transformation for you? This also is part of this yod. Pluto is part of this yod feeding into Mercury. So there's beautiful opportunity for ahas. We have this participation. Check in with yourself. We have the outsider. Inner child stuff may be part of the stop in the name of love, because you need to stop and tend to your inner child. We have projections. Maybe the stopping isn't even from the universe, but it's the projections that you have taken on. That's part of the Gemini energy and the Pisces energy. Both can be twinny, empathetic, take on these energies that are stopping you, that you need to wisp away so that you can move forward. And we also have indecision. We have the schizophrenia card. A lot of cards came out today. There was a lot that they wanted to say for this energy. And so the indecision, there's a lot of things that are feeding into this stuckness. And that's the thing, is like there's work to be done. That reminds me of a song from my one and only that I love and is now playing in my head. But there's work to be done in this energy. Saturn is like, hey, you got some stuff to do. Now, in a few days, Saturn and Jupiter are going to square, and these are kind of like Titan energies. They're both teachers. They're teaching in different ways right now, and both ways are important. But if you start the work now, that is going to help. That so many planets. Saturn, Jupiter square that's coming in is going to come in with a full moon, and that full moon's going to have a little kapow, ka-chow with it, right? And so work on this with the Mars. Instead of feeding the energy into your frustration and anger with things not moving, see if you can feed that and fuel the work that you're being called to do in this unfolding. And let's just see what the chaos cards have to bring. Oh, I pulled peace out again. Yes, please, peace. We need to dig a little deeper. Let's dig here. Oh, I love this. I love this. The moon. Cute little cat on the back. The moon. And it says it's important to trust your intuition. Even if you're unsure of what's happening, all will be revealed soon. Worry is unnecessary. Worry is unnecessary, but look at your emotions. Be willing to look at your unconscious. Be willing to look at the uncomfortable pieces. Be willing to feel the feels through this. You'll make it through. Phew, this is a lot. It's a lot. One day it'll calm down. People always ask me, when's it going to calm down? One day. As for my friend's book, part of Mercury Retrograde Shenanigans, as of this time, the physical copy has not yet come out, even though it was supposed to come out today. This is what happens with Mercury Retrograde. We roll with the unfolding. So keep checking for that. I promise at some point it will. I will keep this, as days go on, I will keep the raffle open until people have received their copies. So thank you for supporting my friend. Thank you for supporting me. You can book a reading if you'd like some support moving through all of this. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. And the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are, for you are and have the solution. Namaste.